looked at your kids' faces when they came home from school today, but they're whooped. They worked really hard this week. I went home and I took a big old nap. So, to be respectful, we're going to ask that you remain seated as much as possible during the performance of all three of the groups. And if you have a fourth grade child in band course in band or orchestra, please stay for the entire concert. The concert's going to be about an hour. Manor students who are in the audience, you know what we expect for audience behavior at school, so it's the same thing here. If you need to exit, use the back doors, not these doors here. And please don't distract children by calling out or waving to them. We've really worked hard and we want to give our best performance. We're asking obviously that you don't talk during the concert, and this part always comes out wrong. I love babies. Who doesn't love babies? But at times in this concert, it's a child's special moment. And so, please, if your baby's not settling down, take them out so that the parents and the kids can enjoy their special moment. I hope I said that okay. I love babies. And we're asking you to turn off your cell phones and pagers. And before we start, I want to acknowledge my colleague Beth Brody and the beautiful slideshow of all the children's artwork. Wasn't that fun to see coming in? So, with no more delay, please welcome the Manor 5th grade chorus.
He's on the end. On the last.
Please stand for our national anthem.
The members of the chorus, band, and orchestra have been working very hard all year to to bring you this musical performance. Our first song is performed in both Spanish and English. Cantar means sing in Spanish. This song promotes unity by asking us to sing with one voice. It will feature Savannah Sternberg, Arbery Francis, Jason Vallejo, and Mark Wheeler on percussion with a guest appearance by Mr. Capriati.
The arranger of our next song, Betty Berto, wrote a poem to go to the melody of a 16th century German chorale. Tune music will feature a descant during the third verse, which will be performed by Ava Apelt, Nevaeh McGinley, Rosemary Reeves, Brianna Rodriguez, Karina Runzen, Connor Stubbs, and Logan Young.
Yeah, Mr. Blackman!
In 1603, James VI of Scotland became James I of England, unifying the two countries. A new coat of arms was needed. Prior to that, Scottish coats of arms featured 2 unicorns and English coats of arms featured 2 lions. The new coats of arms feature one of each, a lion and a unicorn. The lyrics of our next song are of an old nursery rhyme about the unification of these 2 countries.
The sun is only a star around This arrangement of Ching-a-ring-cha actually combines an 1833 American minstrel song by the same title with an American spiritual entitled Great Gettin' Up Mornin'. Near the end of the piece, a descant will be sung by Gabriella Allred, Allison Capriati, Emily Carlin, Kyla Dowling, Aiden Focarelli, Kathleen Law, Vincent Manny, Philip Millick, Madison Sutton, and Liam Sweeney. The following students were added to the descant after the program went to print: Vinnie Finelli, Delaney Yoro, Matt McGinty, and Tyler Schmidt.
much, ladies and gentlemen. At this point, what I'd like to do is, if you want to get your cameras ready, I know that you're actually below the stage. A lot of venues, the audience is a little bit higher than the stage, so you can see in the back. But your loved one might be hiding in the back there. You might not be able to see him or her. So, I want to have each row stand so that... I didn't tell you guys to stand. I want to have each row stand so that you can see your child. So, make sure everybody smiles, okay? Here we go. Row 3, would you please stand and face? Row 3. Let's hear it for row 3, everybody. And next we have row 2. And row 3. Row 1, I'm sorry, row 1. We're all tangled up here. Okay, so anyway, I did want to make one public announcement, which I normally don't do, but I am going to do that this year. I really want to thank the 4th and 5th grade staff and the special staff at Manor, because you guys were just phenomenal this year. We had a lot of snow days. I don't even remember how many snow days. We had half days and PSSA testing, and DARE ended up falling on my teaching day, so it was tough to pull the kids out when there were so many different activities going on, but you guys were great, so thank you very much for your flexibility and working with me and letting the kids come down. And I also want to thank Mrs. Rothman for playing the piano. Okay, so we have 2 quick little tunes left. The next tune, I did write in the program that it was to be announced, because we really didn't know what song we were going to play, because the 5th grade knows about 20 or 25 tunes, and we don't pick the tune we're going to play until just before the concert. So they decided on the Can-Can. So we're going to do a little version of the Can-Can from the textbook. So for our last number, features 4 members of this year's Honors Orchestra. Now in Pennsbury School District, we have 10 elementary schools, and for the last 7 or 8 years, we've had these Honors Festivals. We have an Honors Band, an Honors Chorus, and an Honors Orchestra. And we select a certain number of students from each school depending on the enrollment. The kids practice the music for a couple months in school and at home, hopefully at home. And then we do a 2-day festival, Thursday and Friday night. Pizza, t-shirts, water, chips, snacks. And they rehearse on a Thursday night, then we do a short rehearsal on a Friday night, and then the concert. So in 2 days we pull this thing together. There's about 150 or 170 kids involved, and it really has worked out nicely over these last 7 years. So our last song features our 4 Honors Orchestra students playing a little fiddle piece, and we hope you enjoy it.
really.
the brightest,
Yeah, no.
brightest I can get it.
Can you make it
And then manual.
just the bigger laser though? Like the zoom in?
Well, yeah, I could do that. What about the brightness of it, though?
Oh, here comes Connor. Ethan is behind him.
It's so dark, I want to go focus.
You might be able to change the setting of the light setting on
I
the
did
top.
this.
Thank you very much. My name is Mr. Capriati, Director of 4th and 5th grade band here at Manor. So Manor's always been a close place in my heart. That's where I went to school. So I started trombone just like these kids in 4th grade. So make full circle to be teaching at Manor is pretty special. And your kids are very special up here. The past couple of days we've really put together a really fine concert for you. They were working really hard. What's funny is when you get these instruments brand new in September, their faces when they open up that case, and it's like, wow. And then the sound that comes out is like, wow. So to hear this right now, the transformation, is pretty amazing. So having said that, I just gave them a piece of paper that says, are you playing next year for a band? It's yes, no, or maybe. They're going to bring it home to you, and hopefully it's a yes. I happen to be their middle school band director at Charles Band, so they'll know me when they transition into 6th grade at the band, at Charles Band in the band program. So if they could return that as soon as possible, that would be great. It secures them in our band program for next year. So our next song is Rio Bravo, and this was initially a 5th grade piece, and then I said, well, why don't we audition some 4th graders? So you'll see some of the 4th graders playing, and some elected not to audition, which is totally fine. So this is kind of a select group up here right now for Rio Bravo. our honors band members. These were our best players in the 5th grade that went on and did a honors band festival back in March. And I would like all of our honors band members in the band to please stand up and be recognized. Thank you very much. Before we play our last song, thank you to Mrs. Salvucci, our principal, for the continued support. Our 5th grade teachers who are here tonight, thank you so much. Continued support. And our 4th grade teachers, really great. We pull them out of class for the music lessons, and they adjust, and they're fun to work with, and we have a good time. So thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Here's our last song. Cool Blues. Cool Blues.
It's really good to get the focus in that kind of light.
We'll need like a filter or something, right? Like, now that won't work.
Need an old-fashioned made in Japan lens.
This group was open to any 5th grade student who wanted to give up their recess time once a week to practice a serious selection. Like a lot of early classical church music, the title of this tribute is in Latin. I won't translate it for you because you will soon be enlightened.
Skies was written by Irving Berlin in 1926 as a last-minute addition to the musical Betsy. The musical was a flop, but Blue Skies was a big hit. That very same year, it was one of the opening songs in one of the first and most famous talkie films, The Jazz Singer. Our version will feature scat singing solos by Ava Apel and Riley Kupchak.
Before we end, we want to give a shout out to our 5th graders who participated in music in different ways this year. Please raise your hand when your group is called. A dance at the holiday sing. Pennsbury Honors Band. Pennsbury Honors Orchestra. And Pennsbury Honors Chorus. Trenton Thunder Chorus.
Also want to acknowledge those students who did extra in our concert tonight. Raise your hand if you had a solo or were a part of a jazz band group. Were a part of a small percussion group. Performed with Camerata Victorious. Sang with Manor's Honors Chorus. Were an announcer. Served as librarians. And designed our program covers.
Is called Amani Atupe. The composer dedicated the song to the Manor family and their homeland of Kenya. We hope you enjoyed this song as much as we did.
this event possible. They are Mrs. Salvucci, the custodial staff at Manor and at Pennsbury High School West, fourth and fifth grade staff and all special area teachers, all teachers helping out this event, Mrs. Guthrie, Mrs. Simo, Mrs. Mills, Miss Christopherson, Miss Discount, Mrs. Burrow, Miss Campbell, Miss Brunch, and Miss Brody. Yes, Miss Benjamin.
Hi, my name is Emma Riley. I hope everyone enjoys tonight's performance. On behalf of the 5th grade at Manor Elementary, we would like to give a special thank you to Miss Brockman, Mr. McGarry, Mr. Capriati, and Miss Benjamin. They worked so hard in order to put on such a wonderful production. Thank you for always believing in us. Please accept these gifts as a token of our appreciation.
I know it's time for this to be over, but since I won't see the kids until Monday, wow!